Hello, and welcome back. Northstar here with another Wildermyth Let's Play. For those of you who are new to the series, I recommend going back and starting from the first episode. These are all in a playlist, so you can follow the story of these heroes as they're progressing through this campaign. But you can watch this alone if you want. It's just there's a story behind them. Relationships develop. Speaking of which, and I won't go on too long because some of you have probably been watching this series through. This is apparently really kind of my last chance to, oh, the Torque of the Wild Creeper is like a chain. I just realized that. It's a scarf, so that's got to be, oh yeah, it's a chain with the teeth. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Lasum's about to retire. Anyway, he just has a staring sword and crossbow. I wonder if with the chapter ender, if it'll give me a chance to upgrade his gear if he's not in the fight. I probably should enchant it. Levels of gear often don't keep in out of legacy, but enchantments do if it's like a water sword or crossbow. But anyways, this is my last chance, I'm pretty sure, to lock his relationships. He's rival with Lyster. I'm not terribly fond of the rival relationship, but he's a soulmate with Uli. He's another warrior. They might be both at the front. They both have very, very good stats in terms of stuff like this. Eventually I might bring him back if I do a legacy campaign, the two of them together. And apparently, actually most Ram romances are locked out. But yeah, I might bring him back. Could be awkward though if the next campaign I'm gonna do. I was thinking of doing 3-chapter legacy with I do multiplayer with one other person. Joe, maybe someone else who would not do the voice chat if I can convince her, because she really likes this game. She's shy about having her voice recorded. She could just use the in-game chat. I think the multiplayer has, or Steam chat if it doesn't, like just text. I don't know, I'll have to ask, but I wouldn't want to. Obviously, it would be weird having characters locked in romance. If it was one of the characters, I could. If it's just me and Joe, though, I could control both Lee and Lasum, and you could control a different character. Picked from either of our legacies, I think is the way the legacy campaigns work. But 3 chapters are shorter, and legacy ones I think should go faster. Plus, I've never done a legacy campaign before, but they should go faster because the characters have better gear and stuff. You don't need to avoid or ever harvest incursions or be more cautious with like healing up between fights because the characters are stronger, especially with the legacy augments, unique augments where they keep things like you keep the Torque of the Wild Keeper if you came back. Yeah, I think I'll like this relationship if these characters they did get married after all, and they're always soulmates. They're probably highly compatible in personalities. This would mean they instantly start as crushes instead of, if they're brought back in a future campaign, instead of just randomly developing friendships up to crony over time. You can lock rivalries, and parents are automatically like they start a crony level friendship with their children instead of zero relationship or rivalry. The only way you can get a rivalry normally, I think, is one of the campaigns. So, and then the parents' rivalry can be locked in instead of friendship, but I'd rather have friends than rivals. I consider rivalries to be harmful. Stunt chance is not as good as dodge chance or block chance, and not usually. You have to, someone has to stunt in the first place. If you do really stunt heavy builds, maybe, but an extra stunt, one of them stunts, it's iffy. For my tanky characters, the ones in the front line, warriors, they build tank, I'd rather have them be friends or soulmates. Because all that extra damage helps cut through anything that do get close and tougher, higher HP ones. Yeah, so I lot these two. So if I bring them back, I might shy away from using them in the multiplayer game, but if I do another single player legacy, maybe I'll bring them back, and maybe they'll actually have children, because Maybe actually between as the chapters roll over, they'll have children after a chapter, and it might go into chapter 5. But usually the game only does that if you don't have enough heroes, and I should have 5 heroes who don't retire. I don't think Uli will. She's reached 72, but it hasn't, not saying she's retiring yet. I don't know if I load and the save back up if it would, but I'm just going right into this. I really like her being the next chapter, but ironically that might have allowed her to advocate with him. Whatever. I'll bring him back in the story sometime. If it's a while till the multiplayer game, maybe I'll actually do a 3-chapter at least through those 2 myself. They might have a kit together, which is cool. Starting to build those kind of legacies. Plus a certain campaign, you need 2 characters that have a kit together, I think, for one of them. Sorry, or it randomly generates a kid. Otherwise, I can't remember. It's been a while since I read about that, and it's kind of cool. Oh, I had this muted, sorry. I think you guys could hear me, but not the game. So, if you couldn't hear me, 6 minutes of silence. No, hold on, let's see. Muted. Can you hear the mic? Yes. Yeah, you just couldn't hear the game music. The ancient wall. They stand on the wall, finding it where the mountain walker man had said it would be. But yeah, having William will assume so that they gain extra ranks and maybe have a kit together. Might do another campaign in 3-chapter with them, or I don't probably have time for another 5 before the multiplayer game. A geographic causeway connects settled lands to the unwatched wilds. This wall is built along it. So it's like literally the wall in Game of Thrones between the unwatched wilds in the north, where there's like White Walkers. The people start to think they're a myth when they haven't seen them for hundreds of years. Or thousands of years, I think. And some land south of it. The wall is built along it rather than across it. Oh, along the causeway? Geographic causeway connects settlements. The wall is built along it rather than across it. Causeway would be like probably in this case, like a mountain pass. Building along it would be sideways. How would that make it impossible? Make it impossible, at least inconvenient to move large forts around it. Huh? That does not make any sense. If it's across, it would block movement unless you got over the wall. If it's along it, it's not a problem. If it's parallel to the route, unless they're like archers on it to shoot you or something. It's big. What's the plan exactly, you think? There's timber around. There's fixtures in the earth. We can make catapults. Catapults? Ooh, this is going to be a huge fight. Barricades. Until they get here, we fortify the place. They spend the next week and a half filling gaps, building defenses. So there's gaps in the wall? Not common knowledge, some of these things, but possible to figure out if you got the right text. Which, he's a bookish mystic, I think? No, he's the hunter, but he's... What's... Out of curiosity, he's snarky. Leader, snarky, goofball, healer. He's actually very low in bookish stat. Right. Weird. One of them always scouting for knowledge of their foe. Yeah, they spend the next week and a half filling gaps behind defenses. This is something he said. One of them always scouting for knowledge of their foe. And this person doubles as the food and forage detail. See, this is something someone says, and this is the narrator, so they should be in different colors. Sorry, pet peeve. The fire before the battle. A storytelling mood takes hold. thought there was going to be something following up here. The Thrixl attack at dawn. Blackguard Druze. This will be an interesting fight, to say at least. I've never done this particular chapter under. Okay, so far it's just a Kinestead, a Drathix, a Scorier, a Seeker, a Muse, a Bard, and 2 Dweavers. 8 cards, but is that all? Kill enemies. More. 2 more waves? Oh, God. So there's going to be 24 cards in total. Probably. There were 8 cards, which is actually like 10 enemies. And this is just the first wave. Okay, so this is just going to be a really long battle. Although I do start off with impenetrable walls, and the only ways through are these barricades, which are made of just wood. Darn it, why couldn't they have been the wood and stone barricades like you see in some of the defense battles? There's catapults, but I guess you can't operate them? Oh no, load catapult. It's a single action. Why can't you take it? Oh, because it's already loaded. Fire catapult. Hurl stones in a large area. 16. Oh, that's super useful. If enemies get through, they're coming through the barricades. This is definitely a fight for warriors, though. Choke points. Blame Muse can try and dominate, but it can't dominate a warrior in stalwart. I'll go here. Because enemies cannot reach him here. Just doesn't make sense to put him here. I want him to be able to operate the catapult. Probably. Okay. Now the Muse can't dominate him. Bard could try and either burn from the catapult even. So we got 5 warding. I forget if either burning is turn ending. It might not be. And Excel, yeah. Tomric definitely doesn't have enough warding. He needs someone walling with him, at least. See. They're out of crossbow range, but not catapult range. Oh, and for flanking, if I fire behind them. Nice. Looks like it damages the scenery too, but rather not damage. I don't care about the log, but this dead tree could be useful for Brenner. It's all the way down there. But if he needs to come up and I need to sell my forth. There could be other enemies I can't see too. Fires a catapult. Nice. That's some serious damage. Smeal could shoot the bard, but it wouldn't. I guess the attack actually wasn't considered to be from here. It's still from the direction he fired the catapult, so I don't get flanking. Might have damaged something that was off map back this way or destroyed scenery. Looks like there was something destroyed back there. Like 79% chance, and then you get hit. Jump jaw next to the thing. If it tried to get much closer, it would regret it. I don't think they can see the jump jaw traps. It's more going to move sideways. Alright. Here you could get either burned from the catapult, though. Shoot. Yeah, I'll have to go outside the walls with off bite, some visibility. See what's coming. These rocks took some damage. Whatever was destroyed probably wasn't rocks, because they tend to have more hit points. More hit points than they have armor. Stones are harder to destroy. Right then. Could have been a small boulder or something. There's a gap here. But yeah, Samuel might be able to stab someone. They won't be expecting an enemy outside the walls. Maybe. Brenner, the magician, the mystic, actually, with his black cat. And nevertheless, gets third hook. Solved. Sucks, but... buckets of stone. Interesting. Runner's got tons of warding. All the range attacks. Thrixl do her magic. Cool. That'd be useful if I need Samuel to stand his ground for some reason. Maybe dropping a couple more jump jaws and shooting. It's the way we'd stay still. Or he could rock shield. Or discus. Yeah, that could be useful. Mystics can effectively attack at very great distances because of their inner fusions. Nice. Dead Bard. Injured Muse. If it stepped on this, it would probably end up dead. It's worth noting potency enhances jump jaw damage, so there's certain things I think was a spell shard or no, that's spell damage. I thought there was something that gave potency. I remembered some offhand item. I remember swapping in and out of jump jaw of the second of like a 2-hand and 1-hand thing, and jump jaw would do more when I deployed. I guess it was enchanting the jump jaw basically. Willing the Caval's a single action. Oh. This says flanking. I don't think it says flanking. I don't know if it actually does. I don't think it actually does, but... I could try and hit this thing. Might kill it. Or I keep the shrubbery around to project power. Remember, it doesn't have the range to any other way. I do think I'd rather keep him back in case something pops out of there. So he can't get hit, though. Stay out of range. We could go invigorate Tomric. this bloody catapult thing. I put him close enough to Muse to... No, bad idea. Maybe later. Oh, this is a single action, not a turn-ending single action. Say jump jaw just in case I'm wrong. It's not turn ending. I definitely don't mind firing again if this somehow misses. Nice. It's not a turn ender. Guess I'll load it back up then. I did want Timer to come here so he could potentially shoot stuff as it gets near the barricade. It's got time to load again, but might need Jeff a lot to go invigorate people or such. Alright, and it's just Uli, the certifiable badass. I don't see more enemies, but I know they're around. Have her stand behind the barricade for cover and range. Stalwart up. Who knows what's out there? Just don't see the enemy, so I could fire in case there's something out of sight. This might hurt something. Why not? What? I guess you can't fire into the fog of war. You need at least find visibility on one of the tiles. You can see it's not actually. I'm clicking. Why won't she fire the catapult? Is it bugged? Maybe it won't trigger unless there's something she can see. Weird. Alright. Guess I'll Guardian her up then. Basically waiting, but something somehow gets in range, like a Seeker. Flown all the way, double moved. Moved over the... It wasn't... Nothing. That was not going to happen, but here's a Seeker. Can't see me yet either, apparently. Whew. It's out of range of Thanrria. Let's save. It's kind of cool, the whole catapult thing. Loads a catapult. Unless I want to destroy scenery, which would be pointless, dumb. Oh yeah, I could have fired here just if I target the logs, maybe. I didn't realize. Stasis can be removed by an ally, but Samuel is kind of far forward. I wouldn't kill it in one turn. All right. Do we jump chaw? Seeker. This way, even if it goes diagonally to northwest. Slow the stupid thing down. And if it makes a beeline for him, won't matter either. This thing can't either burn him. Can't reach him. Hit him with my best shot. Hope I'm right that this... What if it moves? It would have to take a path that avoided either of these. I doubt that would happen. Guess I'll live and learn if I'm wrong, though. Wait. Oh no, this is not the range. I say can runner hit the tree and then bounce a discus, but nope. Can't quite reach. Nor can this. If it could reach that tree, maybe. Can interfuse with 4 objects. Let's do all these. They're all useful. And they're all stone. Heck. This special bow, Vigil Keeper, which I had upgraded to too. Great range for a bow. Even that can't reach the enemies, they're really far back, but this is definitely a good map for Vigil Keeper. Even these weapons are said to come from the tradition of the ancient Algorn Rangers. They guard the world from rogue gods in bygone times, and their bows if you need sun. I was wondering if the culture it came from was the same one that built this wall. No, it's not. Wait, did they use these to defend this wall? Would make sense. Defend the wall. Game of Thrones. Can't interfuse anything else useful, so I guess I'll just do the rock. More things he can soul split and calcify with, the less likely his temper have to fall back. Now it's 5 warding. We say 5 armor. 11 warding, because yeah, he gets plus 1 warding. And 4 temp hit points. He can just pretty much hold that position almost anything, so can Oli. Can't imagine I'd lose this fight. Even with these swarms of enemies. Maybe if they breach the wall over here, that could be bad. Go invigorate Tomric, since I don't seem to be anything he can shoot. It's a swift action. I want to silk step him. In case whatever comes next. No. But I do want to check out what's this direction. There's definitely enemies coming from that side. I guess by how long the wall runs down the center of the causeway. Just make it annoying, because it probably squirrels back and forth. Instead of needing to just climb over it once. If an army came through. Annoying for the enemies, not for me. Oh yeah, I can fire a catapult target in this bush. This shrubbery. Bring me a shrubbery. I doubt there's anything there yet. Though. I'm worried about enemies coming through here. I'm gonna have fully move back 1 tile just in case I need to rush to defend those walls. It's still Guardian. It's the problem. My party's spread a little thin trying to defend such a huge wall area. I think Tomer can afford, with his movement of 3, he can fall back 1 tile just to be further. Not barricades cover, what am I saying? Some Guardian. Why not? Okay. Now there's another Seeker, 2 more Dweavers, 2 Thrust and Muse. It's worth noting the Dweavers can teleport over the wall. Ah, Scorier. Gah. Dead Seeker. They do need space to teleport into, though. It's like Tomric blocks anything they might try and do it with this barricade. The catapult. So the second wave has arrived. There's probably something like 12 cards of enemies already on the map. And it's going to get worse. They're not rushing the wall, so probably because they don't even know I'm here until now. Party is tough as nails, but not invincible. Thankfully, they heal between chapters if they get hurt. As long as they don't, get maimed, die. So it doesn't matter if they're at 1 HP as long as they're not dead. Instead of be laying eggs. In fact, it's been present since the beginning. So it's probably already been laying eggs up here. Which would mean even more enemies. This is probably why I sent Smeal for the wall to try and thin their numbers or see them, get some idea where they're coming from. Right. Brenner could get mind wormed, although he does have temporary hit points to soak it up from the Dweaver. Enough armor would just shred temporary armor. That's it. The Dweaver was able to interfuse with his buckets and pop next to Brenner. Tomric unstalwarted. This bloody thing, it could burrow under the wall if it wanted. Squares are like the worst to deal with wall attacks because they can. I assume this is a generic, I think, end chapter, so it could have gone with an enemy that was less able to deal with walls, like the Deepest, or I think it's generic. I don't think it's specific. I think I checked the weekend. You can get this with any of the enemies. This is the worst one to see it with, for sure. Because they can fly over the wall, they can burrow under it. It's the range. Ooh! Tomric can reach this Scorier, the catapult from here. That's nice. And unexpected. Don't have a choice about damaging either the shrubbery or the dead tree. It has to be one or the other. Dead tree is probably the least valuable. Could send Brenner to pin any more squares to come through here with. Of course, the shrubbery couldn't allow Dweavers to. Oh bloody A! I just gotta give something up. I'd rather pin enemies in front of the wall though than. So we reach that Kinstead. Odds of getting hit vary by... No, it just temporarily says 98 and then it changes. It's fine. Let's do this. Destroy the dead tree. Use a sharp-rooted pin enemies if I need. I may eventually need to do that with Brenner. Racing up here. Pull something within range of the archers or some such. With the catapult and continue to wait. Because it's just out of bow range. How does this not get through the armor? Oh, that's the cat. It's not. So like this should be able to do 6 damage. The cat will essentially add 4, so 10. Nightmare can't reach him. Oof. Muse over there? That's going to be a problem if it dominates him. I can't move close enough, I don't think. 6 range. Diagonal, I think, has less. So it should just be out of range, I think. If I do this, it would just hit the Kinstead, probably. This thing tried to double move to get closer to him. Kinsteads usually like to hang back. Killed the Scoria. It doesn't destroy one of the barricades, but it's burrowing. If it, say, go here. These barricades are very useful. And Smeal's cat actually trying to be useful. I don't like cats on hunters. Not great, they can give away their position. But they can be useful when not stealth. Sorry, by the way, if you're wondering why having a pet blocks the thorny hook, it's because they have to play dead in it. I'm pretty sure if they had like a cat or something, the cat would be pawing them. It would make it clear they weren't really dead. For that opportunity quest, and they, I don't know, lazy writing or something. And actually it starts them getting abducted, and an animal might also stop that, so. This is interfusing, probably mainly just to give itself extra armor. I think Dominate Exhale is 6 range, but could, I don't know what the range is on Dominate for sure. Cool. Should probably deal with this stupid Dweaver. Save in case of Axel misclicks or such. Of attacks, they don't mean you can't undo those, like movement. When I first started playing this game, I had a mouse that sometimes the mouse button would click. It was kind of sticky, just if it got jostled right. And yeah, it was a constant pain. I was so thankful for the undo button. This mouse is less sticky. Sometimes does that too. It seems to be a problem with the mouse that gets a lot of wear on it. I could Splinter Blast if I really wanted the Dweaver. Maybe get closer and infuse this dead tree. Probably just no, that probably just get blocked. If I Splinter Blasted, it would set up flanking for Javelot. Nothing's approaching this angle yet. This thing doesn't have much health. Don't want it to get destroyed unnecessarily. This should put the tree in range for him. And help him be able to race south if he needs to. Another Dweaver? 2? How can you not see that one? Oh, the wall blocked it. Shoot. Shoot. These could certainly mess him up if they wanted. Can't infuse the stones when a catapult's loaded. Oh well. Why can't he undo his movement? Because he revealed an enemy? I guess. I think I'd like to have him rock shield himself. If there's any Dweavers beyond the wall at that point, you can interfuse. Stump should also give him visibility. And there's bushes and rocks there. They could have. This is probably gonna be out of range in a sec. Give himself some rock shielding. These Dweavers have a hard time doing real harm done this way. I wonder, catapults can't fire this way, can they? Nope. Oh, they can, but it would hit inside the wall. That would be bad. There's always so many things they can interfuse with. Spot this they can interfuse into. The Dweavers, that is. I don't know. No need to risk things just yet. Move here. Can ambush. anything pops up on these spots, you can shoot it. There's nothing here, so I'm gonna have Uli take off the stalwart. So she can move here. Guess I need her to get invigorated later. And heck, I'm gonna age Evan a lot so that he can be less squishy. And I'll invigorate Uli. Now everyone's not squishy, except Samil. Starting to think it was stupid to ram him forward of the wall. Although he's been getting some nice kills out there. There's a Seeker. And he double moved. I'm lucky the didn't split the Nightmare in two. There's a Drathix, ready to destroy the barricades. These things interfused, but well, they didn't warp. So much for that tree, though. Whew. And these are probably the two best things that Brenner could have interfused. He might need to fall back. Muse would be the most dangerous thing out here. I don't want Smeal to get dominated, so he's definitely going to fall back at this point. Now all the enemies that have been hanging back are coming in waves. It's like they're strategizing. Of course, the first couple I killed so fast they couldn't raise the alarm, I guess. Didn't know where I was, actually. Huh. Alright. I don't want Smeal to get Seeker to stun him. It's the movement range. If he goes here, he should be out of range, I think. Yep. Not out of range of the Nightmare, though, but Silk Step to hide. Get back behind the wall. Defend the wall. I thought the Nightmare would get split by the cat's armor thing, but nope. I know there's a Seeker there, even though I can't see it. I assume it would get damaged by this. Burner's now out of the way. And something's interfused with that plant. I forget. Not the Kinstead. Maybe a Dweaver? I think it was the Dweaver here. That might enhance its mobility, so I probably want to destroy the tree. The catapult. Oh yeah, it temporarily showed the Seeker. That split the Nightmare. I could have shot this stupid thing. I suppose Samuel could have shot it from this side of the wall. Breaking into, and then if the catapult missed one of these, it would have had them terror hooking him. Best to be cautious. Alright. Can't quite, they're not quite close enough to engage either. Let's just load the catapult. These little things might even step on the jump jaw trap. Of course, they might try and either burn the catapult or the barricade. Barricade would remove Samuel's stealth, so I really need to I think this could do flanking, get around the shield. Well, no, he'd have... The first one would do 2 warding damage and the second 3, so he'd be fine against that. It's just... Yeah, it's just Samuel that's in a little bit of danger. Not that much, honestly. It's a Brenner Wallop with Tomric. Gives him a better chance of dodging his Dweaver's hits. Thrixl is coming whether I like it or not, but... let's preserve the stealth. Gain interfuse, I'm at it. And try and discus these bricks. Darn it, they dodged. Okay, most stupid things can get up close to the wall, but they can't even attack this turn, so I'm fine. It's this side that Thrixl will just stomp this barricade flat. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I think it even goes at the start of the turn, so I couldn't even destroy these to stop the Dweavers coming through. Whoa, do it at a bad timing too. These guys are just a range of his prepared shot, darn it. That'd be useless. Best kill these thrusts if I can. Dead. I hit them. So I should probably stalwart. Plus, because Thrixl could actually move and breathe poison. I might be able to reach her, maybe. Probably not. She might need next turn. Might need to aid Timolad. Just let the catapult and wait. Alrighty then. I don't know what's over here. Let's just go explore. Another Dweaver. This doesn't have cover. If he hits it, it'll be dead. I'll save the jump shot. Misses though. Alright, Foxflight and ambush the Dweaver. Final wave, another Seeker, a Nightmare, another Kisted, and then there's Square. Dead. And stunted. Nice. And the Thrixl, I can't see it, but it must have crushed the barrier. Because it's not there anymore. Lovely. Brenner got mind-wormed even when he was walled up. And only has one calcify left. So all the other stones are out of range. Can allies remove mind-worm from? Nope. So I'll take an action. Could get stasis by the Seeker from unfortunate. Oh, it's immune to mind-worm for a turn. He's all out of temporary armor. Despite calcifying. This thing hits him non-flanking. It could do up to 3 damage. Well, it's got 1 armor, 1 shield, 1 walling. Up to 2 damage to his health. Bloody A. Rock shield would effectively block that, but he wouldn't be able to do anything else. He would soul split 1 away. Or actually... No, he just soul split all away. He's fine. Alrighty then. which case... the buckets can reach this dweaver. But the books definitely can. Oh, now I can see where the Thrixl is. We get poisoned. That would be rough. Well, he's got some aid left. Where the heck is Sevenmouths? Oh yeah, way down here. He's out one invigorations. Cool. So set up flanking on the Dweaver. Might get a water stun too. Thnarria should be able to just shoot it if need be. Firing the catapult would kill both of these. You can fire the catapult and then shoot. Why not? It's not a turn ending thing. This is guaranteed hit. Not much point engaging it. Cool. I think the catapult can be loaded from here, right? Maybe not when it's interfused. Brenner might get poisoned by the Thrixl, but we can give himself rock shield to absorb poison damage. It's funny that works, but it does. Might need Smeel to go up here and deal with this stupid thing later. Probably want to be away from the... Stay stealth, but loads the catapult. That's cool. Alright. Gotta deal with this Dweaver. It'll either burn and hurt Smeel. Reveal. Little mind worm him. Actually, what am I saying? It doesn't either burn. It could warp and mind worm. Except it wouldn't warp here, so he'd be hidden. Could hurt Brenner though. 5 damage, 1 armor, 1 warding, 1 shield. Yep, could hurt him too. Best thing to do is for Oli to show her metal, I guess. Although, yeah. The Thrixl wants to waste a poison breath. She's immune. Well, it's not though. Move. Engage, because this is hardly guaranteed to kill it. Actually, that means it can't bother them anyhow, so. Chevalon has temporary health, and he can hide from the Thrixl's fire breath behind the catapult. Let's see. Could only jump shot the Dweaver, really, not the Thrixl. Guess we'll take our best shot. Stunt, nice. This might mean 87% chance. Shooting it's the same. Ambush is really no better. Worst case, it shreds some temporary armor always, so. This is not worth. Just shoot the stupid thing. Might get temporary armor, hitting hit points. Oh, there's a scorer. Darn it. Maybe I should toss the jump jaw that direction. I thought about it. Wasn't sure if there were more enemies there. And there's some poison on Brenner. First person to take real hit points damage. If he doesn't give himself some temporary HP, that'll get him down to 7 hit points before long. 7 real hit points. Good thing Rock Shield works. This thing is taking cover behind the barricade. Darn it. And the Nightmare's out of range. Just barely, yeah. Could quality moss these. Or the catapult. I don't think quality moss breaks the Nightmare and Tube, I know this does. I probably actually want to... This log is already somewhat damaged. If I destroy it, then it can't be used for the nightmare to... These to tore some buff with. There's a lot of other stuff they might do further back, though. Alright. Now I can coin moss the... Oh, they're just out of range. Where they spawned. Guess I should have tried to do it before splitting. Alright then. Shoot. Stupid thing's gonna try and destroy the catapult now. I should have saved. I was thinking, what if I screw something up? And then I screwed something up. Oof, we're an hour and 12 minutes already, and these little fellas could be a problem if they get too close. Should climb moss the big one. That would have killed them with poison if it hit. That was a combo. You can poison the big one, then when they break them too, they're both poisoned. It's the best way to deal with nightmares, is to poison them like that. Of course, the Scorer I'd really like to kill quick. Oh well, mistakes made. Oh, I could have them take turns loading and firing the catapult, couldn't I? Since I probably want Uli to stand our ground. Teamwork. This will come out right and deal more damage and poison would have to the square. Oh, she can engage something, can't she? Or Uli. That was actually Gemalad who had that selected. Gemalad can do this in case anything gets through, or this to deal with the Drathix. If it comes this way, which its claws are not to be trifled with. Neither are the nightmares. Of course, there is enough to deal with area of effects stuff in the future. Alright. Which reminds me, if you guys ever played Morrowind, there's this stupid thing from DLC, area of effect to arrows. Something that should have been in that base game and give it that cheeky name. I I should be more worried about the Draythix. It's a lot harder to kill. Alright, Dead Nightmares. Shoot the square. Might stunt on it, but we just engage it. No, she can't. Might as well engage anyways. It's gonna come from her. And the capital probably no more, so she could guardian, but yeah, I'll just shoot it. No. 10 damage. 8. With a chance of extra hit points. This increases our chance of dodging. That's the barricade. We get damaged by. Could just burrow right in front to try and stir out the capital in the barricade, couldn't it? Yeah. Of course, maybe more. I'll just shoot it. Alright. Oh, I can hit the Draythix with a catapult shot. I guess it's... That's nice. Might actually kill it this turn. Everyone's out of range of his bow. Thnarria. Just load the catapult. Probably. Can't stump, but I can pin this thing, can't I? The broken pots. Just rock shield. So Brenner, that'll soak up the poison damage for the next 2 turns. Maybe at 10 hit points, but one of them will be temporary, if I'm not mistaken. This poison ignores temporary hit points and shit could, maybe. Anyways, that'll pin the Draythix so it tries to move. Occurs to me. Zemil can still load the catapult. Firing it might reveal him. No, it doesn't. Interesting. Seeker could try and dream tap Brenner, that would suck. This won't kill him, but it'll weaken him. And then Thrixl could guardian against that. Do this in case of enemies beyond the line of sight. Nice, you can fire a catapult from hiding. Shoot. If I'd hit the Seeker, then Guardian could have killed the Seeker if it got closer. This thing's gonna try and move in Poison Brenner again. Nice. It's just slap him Guardian. The Seeker almost certainly trying to reach melee. Tried to dominate the immune character. And it tried to dominate Tom with awesome instead of Brenner, who wasn't. Maybe they're not as smart as I thought. Also, 9 of 10 hit points. Yeah? Yeah, it looks like the poison only went into temporary hit points. The Thrixl got pinned before it could poison breath again. Score got blinded when it actually didn't destroy the catapult. I attacked Uli because she has Star Heart, which gives a chance of blinding when enemies hit you, even if it's blocked or goes in temporary hit armor. 30% chance. Cool. I was lucky. Since it's poison, can obviously get around armor. This next attack misses. Alrighty then. Engage. So the Thrixl doesn't poison during our next turn. It's actually pinned, but doesn't try and well, yeah, I think it's in range with its poison breath. 7 range, yep. Make it target Uli instead. Engage plus, they're both engaged. She's got insane amounts of armor. 13. She can hit the square with 100% odds. Interesting. But he'll just miss her on its next attack. So I don't really care. It's pinned, so I don't think it can burrow, and if it does, it'll probably burrow over here. Oh, what am I saying? I can Samil or somebody can flank the Thrixl. I don't need to worry about. Reload the catapult. Use her sword. Dead. Oh, she got a stunt. Guess she doesn't have to choose between shooting the Thrixl and forget how much is rock shield damage the bloody terrain? 2. So if one uses, I can't rock shield with it yet. I think Shackle does 1 damage. Point is, it would set up flanking fully, then she could finish it. Himself rock shield. He's really wearing at those rocks. I've got 2 HP left. He's pretty tanky for a mystic, but he's still squishy. Just all my efforts to upgrade him. Pinned. Didn't manage a stun, so he can't attack again, but how is this not guaranteed to hit? Wouldn't there be flanking from the shackles? Oh, it's not quite a right angle. But Javelin can stunt it. I mean, flank it. Alright. 100% odds. Who's dead? More Drathix. Should have realized when this wasn't flanking, despite always engaged, that we wouldn't be able to get flanking. But could fire the catapult. There might be something back here. Can I target the bush? No. Target something I can see. Alright. Hour 20 minutes. I gotta wrap this up, or oh gosh, goodness, with that many eggs, I'm not gonna round it up fast. Alrighty then. I guess I'll cut the video here. The next one will have to be shorter, because after I finish this, I'm definitely probably gonna call it so. But can I even push through it? Yeah, I can. I'll make mistakes, but this fight's going well enough. It's not like anyone's gonna get maimed at this point. Alright, well, I wish you folks all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find guidance to lead you home. Until next time, this is Northstar. Adieu. Come back later to see me sleepwalking through the last video. Or maybe I'll just save it and do it when I'm more energized. Adieu, anyways, and good luck.